Hello, welcome to another Dams TV. It's Monday, it's question and answer time. I think it's about number 4 now I've done, and I'm enjoying these little sort of, I have a look on my phone, get some questions up and answer them. I found one, and I don't know if I answered this on a previous video or not, but here goes. Andrew Mills asked me about a window wall. I think from what I gather, the wall's a bit rough, but the reveals are fine. So he didn't want to put new beads on. What he wanted to do was just skim it. And he was saying, do you have to put beads on? You don't have to put beads on. No, I wouldn't. If the reveals are good, I'd just unibond it and just blend into that, try and blend in as close as you can to the bead, as though it's had new beads. And I've done that plenty of times and they've turned out well. Turned out nice again. So yeah, you can do that. That's what I would do. I had a question from a guy. Let me see if I can find him. Oh, if you're wondering why I'm not driving, last week I went on holiday. So Liam had loads of jobs to do for him. So I stuck him on the insurance. It turned out to be 10 quid. 10 quid a month to put Liam on the insurance. I was all over that. I thought, I'm having some of that. I can sit here, answer phones, do the officey bit, sort the diary out while I'm back into to work. So Liam's the chauffeur. Might get him a hat. Tickled myself. Oh, I'm a funny fucker.
Turn the tax back to say it's uniform.
Work uniform, hat with Dams TV on. Oh, like a driver's hat with Dams TV in the middle. Oh yes. I'm having some of that. Let me find this comment. It was quite a good comment actually. His name was Paul T3705. Isn't there some weird names on YouTube? When you make an account, it just generates your
G8TM3.
Liam's just shot his load, seeing a BMW.
No, it's not that good.
Oh right, well, it shot your load good, was it not?
It's not an old one, is it?
He's into his cars, he's into his BMs. Anyway, he asked me, can a trowel be too worn in? And his new Ox Ultraflex, I think it was an Ox Ultraflex, was leaving tiger stripes. Now you've got a couple of things there. No, a trowel can't be too worn in. It can't. It can get too worn into the fact where it's too sharp. So as soon as you touch anything, knock it, it chips, which is annoying. You've got to be really careful. But no, and generally an Ox can go straight on. You know what I mean? You may be going a bit too early, Paul. Maybe. Just thinking about it, because you mentioned it leaving tiger stripes. I would say you're hitting it too early. And that's the thing with the Ox Ultraflex. And these like stainless steel ultra trowels and things like that, is that they're not a trowel. People are treating them like a trowel, and they're not a trowel. They're a finishing trowel. I saw one lad putting on with it. He was putting on with it. I was like, what are you doing? And he was, listen, if you want to mix up and then lash it all on, and then if you're mixing separate stuff, I don't mix separate stuff. If I can help it, I always lay down with the same stuff, second coat with the same stuff. But if you had a lot on and you was going to mix another batch, fresh mix for laying down, you could flash over it with your Ox Ultraflex. It's probably not advised. You may as well flash over it with a speed skim. We know someone who did that, didn't we? Stupid idiot. While I was away, skim face. I've got a speed skim in the van. Sent me a video. I got it like I've speed skimmed my wall. I was going mad.
Well,
I don't like them.
I wanted to have a go to see what
you wanted to have a play with it.
It's alright, but it's not really. There's not really much use for it for us with the way we skim.
No, if you're banging loads on site, you're banging meterage on and then going over it. And let's face it, you're not going to get the best finish. So the speed skim is okay for that. You're not going to get a great finish with it. But if you're on site, I don't think they care about, having a great finish. Well, they do, but they don't seem to bother that much. Because I saw a video, one guy, he was on a new build, and he's saying, "Oh, my job is to go around and aims everything." And I'm like, what? That's an actual job, going round and sanding down and aims in. We had to do our own as I was on site. If you made a mess, you had to aims it yourself. So you soon learn not to leave it rough. Anyway, back to the question. So you can't really have a trowel that's broken too much. Don't go over it too early. That's the trick. Let it go, you know what I mean? Let it pick up. Let it almost be finished to the point where you would give it a troll. You know what I'm saying? So you lash on, you lay down,
Stupid.
you flatten it, give it a first flattener, maybe a second flattener, then trowel it up, and then when you sort of, you know, just going through the motions, that's when the speed skim comes in, not the speed skim. That's when the Ultraflex comes in. That's when I use it anyway. So for the last one, and that saves you doing 2 trolls because you just give it one with that, and that's great then. But Paul, you also said you're breaking one in, and I think if you're getting tiger stripes, you're going over it too early. I know I've said this, but I think that's what you're doing. So what I would do was, once your first mix has gone and the plaster's still brown, and it's set but it's not dry, then hit it, you know, a couple of times quite hard. It'll shine the wall up. The painters will hate you, but it'll break your trolling nice, that, because it's harder. You know what I mean? Or maybe do a bit of rendering with it. That'll break it.
What with the speed skim?
So I hope that answers your question, Paul. I definitely think you're going over it too early. Sometimes you can be on thick, you know. Try not go on so thick. Plenty. Don't give it too much edge, because that's another thing. If you give it too much edge, that can give tiger stripes. But just be careful. Don't be. What I'm saying is, don't try and rush it. Don't be, you know, lazy. Just take your time, and you'll turn out all right. You behave, you prick.
What done out?
I think it's going to get very boring, you driving this van.
Why?
Is that what you're doing it for? I'll tell you what I want to talk about as well. Is my views or lack of views. People seem to love the channel, but I just don't seem to be getting the views. And I don't really understand why. Because people like it, they like the content. But people are saying, great channel, you know. I don't understand why you're not getting the views. Probably flipping YouTube and your stupid algorithm. Stop messing with things. I've stopped putting, I don't know if you've noticed, I'd started to think, I'll do a little video on this subject or that subject. But I haven't. I've started to stay just to plastering because sometimes that messes up the algorithm. I have got another channel, but there's not a lot on it. It's called Off the Troll. I know what you're all going to say. Oh, you're copying. I'm not copying, because he's on the troll and I'm off the troll. It's stuff that I do when I'm not plastering. Do you get it? Off the troll.
Capiche?
Capiche? Off the troll. So if me and Liam are messing, me and Skimface messing with cars and things like that, then that'll go on. Like, I've got a video to do, I think. And see, it's hard because you're doing your damn CV videos, you're skimming, and then to do one and go on there, it doesn't feel like, you know, like it's flowing the same. So they might be a bit shit on that channel, but like, I've been away and I've got quite a bit of footage, and I'd like to just show you. I went to Burton on the Water and we saw Jeremy Clarkson, went to his pub, and there he was, pulling out in a Morgan.
Hi, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of going on there with it. I have seen a few videos of people saying, how long can you plaster for? You know, I'm 65 and still plastering. When I was on holiday, I come across this lad who was doing a bit of rendering, walking the dog, you know, and he was doing a bit of rendering, and we had a chat. I told him about the channel, give the channel a plug. I don't know if he's watched it or not. Have to get in the comments if you have. If you've liked and subscribed, get in a comment, let me know if you did and you like the stuff, you like my channel. I was hoping to catch him again. What he was doing, he knocked render off halfway on this, like, I think it was an estate agent's, and then he'd put a bead on. It was blowing off, and what had happened is they'd not put a bead on, so water from the floor and the damp was getting behind it and blowing it all off. So he knocked it off about a metre, and he'd sand and cemented it and scratched it, but he'd put a bead on, but he hadn't topped it off. And I was hoping to catch him, you know, with it topped off, so I could have a word with him. I was trying to catch him again, but he was 58 and he was saying the same. He doesn't know how long he can go for. His shoulder was knackered, his arm's knackered. And I think it's a bit like a professional footballer, where if you take Ryan Giggs, he really looked after himself, and he never really, apart from a few hamstring problems, he never really had a bad injury like a broken leg or, you know, a broken ankle, or never did his knee ligaments or anything like that. Never had any major operations. So he went on for ages, didn't he? He was
40, wasn't
he was 40 odd. Same as Terry Sheringham. I think he didn't have any. He went for like 40 odd. So it's like I fell over it on holiday, tripped over a guy line, and sort of just went bang, head first on my shoulder, face first. Don't know why I didn't put my hands out. Might have been something to do with the Hawkstone lager that I'd had. But I thought, and I hurt my shoulder, and I thought, oh, I might struggle at work this week. But it's not too bad actually. Tomorrow will tell when I'm actually plastering. But let's say that I'd have gone over and dislocated my shoulder, or broke my shoulder, or done something. To get back from that at 50 odd, get back to the same sort of speed, because you slow down anyway.
You'd have to get the speed skin.
That would be hard work. That. So any major injuries to especially your right arm, shoulder, elbow, wrist, that sort of, you know, it would be very hard. I don't know if you'd be able to do it. I mean, obviously you can do it, but you'd have to change the way you did things, you know what I mean? Just cope, don't you? Just cope with it. But yeah, and how long can you go on for? How long as a plasterer can you go on for? How long do you need to go on for? Flipping heck, they're having us working till we're 72, I think now. 72, can you imagine plastering at 72? Oh my God. That would be disastrous. You won't be able to do it. You'd have to just be a patcher. So, sorry there's not many questions on this week's questions and answer time, but because I've been on holiday I didn't post a video, and obviously then that doesn't generate questions. But I hope you enjoyed this episode of Dan's TV. We had a bit of a rant. Question and answers. I answered a few. We had a rant. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Get in the comments with your questions for next week. And look out for the next video.